Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now this is a long overdue video, so what I'm going to be doing is explaining everything I want to do with my car, but I'm going to be explaining it from like a 3 month ago perspective with clips from 3 months ago when the car was in its like state of kind of when I bought it and when I was starting modifications. Because I have done some, then videos will be going up after this one because I can't really do them before this one, so yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but just roll with it. So we'll start off with the exterior, then we'll go on to the interior, and then we'll go on to like the mechanical, physical drive inside the car. So then, the biggest and most noticeable thing about the exterior is the colour of the car. Now the colour of the car splits opinion, it splits my opinion. Here's a picture of my car in the exact same spot, the only difference is the light. So one's in direct sunlight, one's in kind of shade. It's completely different. So it all depends on the weather. So I want to change the colour of the car at some point. Now this is very expensive, and a lot of things in this video I will be talking about I probably won't get round to doing, because if you didn't already know, I quit my job. So I'm doing YouTube full time for my other channel, but I'm not earning enough money to be firing loads of money into mods for this car because I've spent it all fixing it. But I was intending on doing all of these things, and I still do at some point if the money starts flowing in. So if this channel starts doing well, I'll be using the money to invest into the content on this channel, which will be the car, blah blah. Anyways, so I'd like to get it wrapped at some point. Obviously expensive, but I would probably go satin black. I've had a satin black car before and it's not as cool as you think it is. It was this. So I understand about looking after satin, so I'm quite happy to go back to that. I don't know whether I wouldn't go full matte, I would go satin, but I like that stealthed out look. So moving on from that, let's make this video rapid. Alloys, as you can see, these alloys absolutely knackered. I've curbed them. You've heard the story about going with the alloy wheel insurance, and I'm sure you have. If you haven't, took a year and they never repaired them, so all the lacquer started peeling off. They were in an absolute awful state. Then I got them repaired, and then the repair damaged them. So then I've sold them anyway. So them alloys are now gone, and I have some nice RS style alloys that I have put on instead. So they're changing. They've changed. They'll be seeing that video soon. Keeping on topic of the wheels, the brake calipers I would like to paint at some point. I'm probably just going to go red to keep it with the S-line. So you've just got them flecks of red, obviously, from like the tail lights, then the S-line badging, and then the brake calipers, kind of keep that theme going. I don't want to change colours. Did debate going black, but because of the alloys I've got, you're not really going to see them. They're going to blend in quite a lot, so I thought go red. Then you've got the gloss black with the bright red behind. Contrasts. Should be seeing that at some point because that's not a big expense, but it will make a huge difference, so I'll probably invest in that. So moving on to the rest of the exterior now, this is definitely a splitter of opinion. The back spoiler, now I think when the back spoiler's up, it looks far better. Now there is a button just to put it up and down, but the debate is, do I have it permanently up? Because why not? But then a lot of people very much disagree with that. If it's meant to go up and down, it should go up and down, but it only goes up at like 73 miles an hour, which obviously it never comes up because the speed limit in the UK on the motorway is 70 miles an hour. So therefore that spoiler has never been up on my car unless I've pressed that button. But it's there to aid in handling, so why not put it up? Because when it's in the wet and stuff, it might as well have a bit more downforce, surely. I don't know. Maybe this is more a mechanical. Never mind, let's move on. Number plates. Now I'm not going to change my plates, but I need to physically change the actual plate itself because these are just like cheap aluminium ones and they're awful and they've got horrible dings in them, like the paint's fully coming off them now. I'll throw a more recent picture up than this. They're awful, need change, need proper ones on there, and I don't know, I'll figure something out. I don't want to put normal plates on. I know they're doing nice 3D ones now, so I'll look into that. That does need change though because it's starting to peel off and I'm sure that's probably against the law. So there's quite a bit of road wear and tear on this car. So on the front you can see here there's some scratches where somebody hit me with a trolley. On here the car has probably been in an accident because something's definitely hit here before. You can see it's bent in, it's been filled in, repainted, but not very well, so it doesn't really match. That was really annoying me when I first found that out because I didn't see it when I bought the car, and that's why you've got to be careful buying. I rushed to buy this car. I did rush to buy this car and I wish I didn't, but never mind, I did. Because if I then swing around to the back taillights also have cracks in them, so I'm assuming at some point this car has been shunted into something, front damage, back damage. But when I bought the car, I did notice the back taillights. I asked Audi and they said that was general road wear and tear, which... okay. So they wouldn't do anything about replacing them, but you don't really notice it unless you stood like that close or somebody points it out to you. But that's still something I would like to replace. Now they're very expensive, so I've asked around a few salvage places if they get any A7s in with, you know, excessive front damage. Could I take the back just housings out and just replace with mine? So I'm trying to get them on the cheap, so That might happen at some point. If you ever crash an A7 and your back tail lights are fine, let me know. I'll buy them off you. But then the damage on the front has been fixed, because obviously I was in an accident. That whole part of my car got written off, so I got a whole new one. So that's fixed for free, which is fantastic. I can't help rambling. We'll speed this up. Right, window tints. Obviously the windows are already tinted, but I think you can get a little bit more on the front and a little bit more on the back. Legally, because you have to be below 25% or something. So I'm going to see if I can do anything more with them. Just stealth out a bit more. Then obviously if we get the satin wrap, that's going to look cool altogether. Am I going to put a body kit on it? Probably not. I have looked at them, thought of maybe getting the extended side skirts, the extended splitter, little wing on the tail, different diffuser. You can get like a full body kit for like £400 or £500, which just gives it a little bit more. I'm not going to be doing anything like putting an RS7 body kit on it, because there's no point. But I think if I wrapped it and then put like the extended body kit on it and got that done in like a gloss black, I think the contrast would look really cool. So that's a possibility. I'm not going to be debadging it. I'm not going to be changing the badges to black. I think personally, I think that's a bit tacky. It looks a bit chavvy, which would be the England word. You know, I don't want my car to look like it's sat that far off the floor, everything just blacked out, you know, the headlights tinted to almost black and stuff like that. I don't like that. Because keeping the TDI badge on the back, people underestimate that car a lot, because it's a big car, it's a TDI, it doesn't say anywhere on it S or RS, so people are like, it must be slow. It's got quite a bit of poke to it. Now, I don't think I actually got any footage of the interior, so I'll quickly run through what I want to do. The centre console and all stuff like that has loads of scratches on it from the previous owner, just obviously throwing bags across or whatever, so I've tried to clean it up and get all the scratches out, but it's like almost matted across, so you can't get that shine back to it, so I think I might just replace like the gloss black on the interior. The steering wheel is very thin. It's not a flat bottom one, it's just the round one. So what I want to do is I want to actually get that and upgrade it. Maybe put some Alcantara sides on it. Thicken out a bit, get a nicer leather on the top, because it's very, very shiny and smooth. I want it to be a bit rougher. Like the one I had in my A5, that was a lot better. It was a lot chunkier. I prefer a chunky steering wheel. I just do. Mechanically, engine, all stuff like this. Now, let's start with the main thing, the exhaust. The exhaust I am changing. The exhaust I have changed, and spoiler, it's not very good. That video will be out soon, and I'll explain all in that video, because it sounds, well, it sounds like a diesel Audi. And you may have already seen I had a Super Sprint exhaust, which I thought was going to make it a bit more, just kind of give it a bit of a sportier edge, and it gave it a bit of nothing. But you'll see that video, and I'll discuss it fully in there anyways. So I'll be doing further modifications to that anyways, so that'll be a video. Something I don't know a lot about, coilovers. This is like a modification a lot of people do to their cars. Honestly, I am not mechanically minded. I don't know a lot about cars other than like fact sheets of has this much horsepower, has this much this, and I'm trying to learn. So thanks anybody who drops in the comments as well if I ever get anything wrong. It's not that I'm trying to be right, it's that if you point out that I'm doing something wrong, perfect, let me know it's wrong. So coilovers, if any of you guys like, is that a good idea, is that not a good idea, is it a waste of money for a car like that? I mean, it is very good in the corners for what it is, because it's heavy, it's low, it's a wide stance, it is a good handling car, but would coilovers be better? I don't want to lower the car necessarily. Maybe drop it a few mil, because there is quite a big gap on the arch, but I don't want it to be like slammed. One of you guys can advise me on that. So engine wise, I'm not really going to be touching it like excessively. Now, I did debate maybe doing a turbo upgrade when my turbo was broken, when I broke it. But I don't really want to touch it, because I want to invest the money aesthetically, because I'm not going to be doing track days with it. I'm not going to be doing drag races and going to car meets and anything like this. Like it's just purely for me. So aesthetically, I'd prefer it to look better than perform better. So I want to invest money in that stuff first before doing anything like this. But I will be remapping it, because remapping it is a nice, cheap, simple thing to do to get a bit of extra power out of it without spending too much money on turbo upgrades and this and that. And it's already a quick enough car, so getting a bit more extra speed, perfect. So I've got the stats here. So it will go from 272 brake horsepower to 350. So that's like an 80 brake horsepower increase, which is good. And I go from 580 newton meters of torque to 750, which is a gain of 170 newton meters. So, like I said, I think the car's probably quick enough for what it is. I don't think I need to go any further than that, really, because then I'm going to be impacting the other side of the car, which is, you know, the cruising, long distance side of the car, which is also what I do use it for. So I think this is going to be the right balance. I'm sure I've probably missed something out, like the wing mirrors. There you go, the wing mirrors. I missed the wing mirrors. I was going to retrofit folding wing mirrors. Maybe I'm going to do them black. I don't know. It's so weird on the side of the car because they don't come out from like the side of the door. They come from the framework. So you can't do it all black because it looks weird. But then you can't do it half. Whatever. Anyways, I'm sure I've missed some things. But that's the plans for the car anyway. So I'll be doing them over the next... Well, a lot of stuff's going to be happening. But obviously we've got Stanley on the way. And it's winter. So there's going to be not a bit for a while, but I'll still try and get some content out to you guys in the meantime. And hopefully this channel picks up and I can start investing the money in doing these upgrades. So if you do want to see these upgrades, it would help a lot if you could like the video, drop any comments you have down below. You know, interacting with the video helps me out because it gets the channel up and then they can get more money and then I can do my upgrades. And I see I have been rambling for 20 minutes, so hopefully I can edit this down to a reasonable video length. Anyways guys, peace out.